So how exactly do you travel for free without having to worry about any money? And by the way, the average person in America gets around between 15 to 20 days of vacation time. So why spend that time here looking at Bill from printing department that you actually don't like that guy? Bill kind of don't like you. But the main concept is this, guys, okay? Why not go out there and travel and get to know people, different cultures, and see something different? The answer is usually, Tommy, it costs too much money. The answer is, well, that's why in this video, I'm giving you guys 3 different ways to actually go out there and travel for free without having to worry about any of these factors. By the way, I am not teaching you how to be homeless in a foreign country. This is a way to travel, cover all your expenses, but still do it all for free, okay? That's the goal for this video. Now, if you guys don't know me, my name is Ty Bryson. I'm an accountant, and I upload videos on YouTube every single day. So subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified, and also do me a favor and absolutely destroy the like button. Now, I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you probably want to travel, but you don't know how to because it's way too expensive. However, if you learn how to do this for free, okay, if you have one place you actually want to travel to in the world, anywhere in the world, tomorrow, where would you actually go? Comment down below, let me know, and also let me know exactly how much money does it cost to actually reach that place that you actually want to reach and travel to tomorrow if you could. Now, if you ask me, Tommy, where would you go? The answer is I would go to Dominican Republic, okay? Why? I like it there. It's nice. My family's there. And on top of that, I'm actually going there on Monday. And guess how much did it cost me? $0, okay? Now, I've actually had friends, guys, okay? Friends that told me, Tommy, I've actually had people pass away at a funeral or two. However, I couldn't make it because, again, it was in a foreign place and I couldn't afford to travel there. And that's why I really got inspired to make this video, because basically, how can you take advantage of this so that never happens to anyone else out there? And now, the basic idea of this video is how do you offset the cost of traveling and also make sure that you never pay out of pocket, and that way you travel for free without having to worry about the money side of it, okay? So how do you offset everything? By the way, there are 3 main expenses when it comes to traveling, and the first one is basically transportation. The second one is accommodations, where do you stay? And the third one is, well, everything else. For example, food or any miscellaneous expenses that actually pop up here and there, because it also happens. So you also want to cover those expenses because you never know what's going to happen, but you also want to have a budget to make sure you cover those, but the budget won't be out of your pocket. It'll be out of somebody else's pocket, okay? That's the goal here. All right, so the first way to go out there and travel for free is basically by using credit cards, aka travel hacking. Now tell me, how does this work exactly? Well, the concept is, guys, you actually use your credit card to travel for free by maximizing the points and also sign-up bonuses, and that way you go out there and get the best deals by basically traveling for free with the credit card's money and not actually your money if you're smart in the way you actually go out there and use the credit card. Now, the first tip is this, guys. What you can actually do is use sign-up bonuses. Now, tell me, what are these? Well, usually credit cards will offer you a sign-up bonus whenever you sign up for the card, and you actually spend an amount of money within the first 3 months or so, okay? That's the concept right here. So, for example, I usually get between $700 to $500 every time I sign up for a credit card, and that's the best way to actually do it. Last year, 2019, I applied for around, guess how much? 2 of them. And I got around $1,400, and I actually used the money to actually travel for free to DR again. But again, I paid no money out of pocket. I used a credit card's money, and that way I did everything correctly. But tell me, what about the interest? The answer is, well, I paid off every single month in full, and that way I avoided the interest charge on the credit card, and that's the smartest way to do it. That way you use their money the smart way, but you never spend money and give them money on the interest, okay? And now the second tip is this, guys. What you can actually do is optimize the way you spend on the credit card, on a great credit card, for example, a Travel Rewards card, and that way you use your credit card every single month, pay it off in full, but by using the credit card every month for all your expenses, well, basically, you get those points at the end of the year. You can use those points, miles, to actually go out there and travel for free once a year if you want to, usually, okay? Once a year, usually, because you won't really spend that much money every single year. Around like 5K every single year adds up to around like maybe 10K miles, and that's not that bad at all if you ask me. And that's the best way to do it. So again, you want to optimize your credit card points by using them for all your expenses, basically, and that way you can travel for free at the end of the year, maybe once a year, by traveling on miles. And the third tip is this, guys. Well, people don't talk about this, but basically, whenever you sign up and book a ticket, for example, you want to book a ticket to go on vacation to Texas or to Illinois or to Cambodia or to Africa or to Egypt, wherever you want to go, okay? Well, the concept is when you try to book a ticket, usually they have cookies attached to that entire website that make them offer you better deals or worse deals. Now, the main thing is this. What you want to do is basically use an incognito mode or private mode, and that way they can't track you and they offer you the best deal right out the lot, okay? That's what I do every time I book a ticket. I put on incognito mode, and that way I get the best deals, and now deals that you want to attach to me to offer me a better deal, but in reality, it just costs me more money. Now, the fourth little tip here is this, guys. Sometimes when applying to a credit card, you might get rewards here and there, okay? For example, sign-up bonus will be like $500 or $600. But the concept is, it's not always the best deal because those deals are usually made according to where you actually live. For example, Florida is different from California. California is different from New York. So how do you get the best deal in Florida or New York or California if you live, for example, in Texas? The answer is, well, what you do is use something called a VPN. A VPN allows you to go out there and basically use a fake location to apply for a credit card, and that way you get the best bonus by checking out exactly where it actually is. For example, I might be in New York right now, but when using a VPN, for example, NordVPN, I can put as if I'm in California and apply for a credit card as if I'm there and get the best reward point while I'm there. That's the best way to do it, okay? Now, number 5 is this, guys. If you really want to go crazy here and maximize your reward points with a credit card, what you can actually do is pay everything with a credit card, including your mortgage or, for example, even your rent. Tell me that's not possible. Nobody does that. The answer is it is possible. You can use a service called Plastique, link down below. But these people allow you to actually use a credit card and then send a check to that person that you want to pay, for example, your mortgage or your rent, and that way you can use a credit card to pay for your bills. But tell me, does it cost money? The answer is yes. It does cost 2.5% to actually do this, but the answer is if you're gonna get 3% on your travel rewards card, it still makes sense to actually do it, and that way the difference is profit for you by paying your mortgage or your rent with your credit card by using Plastique, because again, they send a check to wherever you actually want to pay, okay? That's the best way to actually do it. Now, guys, that is basically it when it comes to credit cards to actually travel. Now the second way is to work in a foreign country to offset the cost of actually being there and having to pay for everything yourself. Now tell me, how does this work exactly? The answer is, I want to talk about 5 different jobs that give you the best method to actually do this correctly, make money, but also stay there for free. Now, the first one is by being an English teacher. And now, the first thing is this, guys. You can actually get an English teacher degree online, very simple, for a very cheap price. On top of that, what you can actually do is you can teach people English through Skype or other services, and that way you work online and not in a place, and that way you can actually work from home in a sense on a computer and just travel for free every time you actually want to go out there, because again, all your cost is offset by the money you actually make by doing that job to people out there. And now the second career is actually by being a tour guide. Tell me, how does this work? The answer is, if you want to go out there and give tours to people in foreign places, there's 2 ways to do this, okay? And now the first way is you can actually go out there and get hired by a company that works internationally and work for them doing tour guides, and that way you can actually work, get paid money, but also be traveling every single year for a very low cost, because again, they do cover most of the things. Now, the second way is you can actually make your own tours, make a business out of it, and charge money to actually do this entire thing. And that way, whenever you travel to do a tour, well, all your cost is offset by the money you'll make from that tour. That's the second way to actually do it, okay? And now the third way is actually by being a vlogger, or for example, a blogger when it comes to travel topics. Now, the main thing is this, guys. This is much harder and complicated because again, it will take you maybe between 6 months to 8 months to actually start making money from the blog or the vlogs, and that's the big issue here. But once you make money, you can make between $1,000 to $10,000 or $20,000 every single month from this job, and that we can go out there and travel for free, because again, it is part of your job as a blogger or a vlogger, and that's the best way to do it, but again, one of the hardest ways to actually get it done. Now, the fifth job is actually by going out there and working in a cruise ship. Now, tell me, how does this work? The answer is you can actually travel on a cruise for free by being an employee, and when things get stopped, you can actually come out and then just go out there to the Caribbean or wherever you want to go, and basically you're traveling for free like basically a pilot in a sense, okay? But you know, I know there's one girl, an old friend of mine from my childhood, and she has been working a cruise ship for the past like almost 10 years, okay? Almost 10 years as a singer, entertainer, and she's almost traveled to the entire world for free while also getting paid because she works in a cruise ship. Okay, so that's an option, a great job if you ask me. And the whole goal here is, guys, you actually want to find jobs that are very easy to quit but also make you enough money to cover the entire cost. Okay, for example, a bartender, a job that you can actually leave and work anywhere else in the world, because again, there's always clubs all around the world. And basically you want to find jobs like these to make sure you can always offset the cost of traveling to make it almost free most of the time. But again, this does take work. It is a job and it still does cost money, but you're offsetting it by covering all the costs from a job that you actually got for a specific reason of just traveling. And now the third way to travel for free is basically a little risky. I'm not really a big fan of it. However, if you want, you can do this. By the way, it's not like risky. I'm just like super biased because again, I've never done it before. But you can actually go out there and do something called couch surfing. Now, Tommy, I don't want to go out there and like meet strangers and ask them in public, like, hey, can I sleep on your couch? The answer is no. There's a website out there called CouchSurfing.com, and you can actually go to a stranger's house in a foreign country, over 200,000 cities, and go out there to their couch and stay there for free, because they offer their place to actually host you and show you around the entire area. However, if you want to, you can also host people in your house also, and that way they come over, you show them around, pretty cool stuff. But the concept is, if you want to, you can go to a foreign place, England, Europe, wherever you want to go, and basically stay on somebody's couch and sleep there, and basically your accommodations are covered, but your food and stuff you have to cover yourself. Okay, now when it comes to the main expenses of traveling, guys, you have, for example, transportation, like I mentioned before. You also have accommodations. And on top of that, you also have other expenses like food, and then also little things here and there. Now, when it comes to transportation, you can do hitchhiking, okay, which is also free, or you can walk or bike to wherever you want to go, okay? Now, when it comes to flights, again, you can get them through credit cards and also working. That's the main thing here, to make it free if you want to. And now, when it comes to accommodation, guys, you can basically do couch surfing, like I mentioned before, or you can do woofing. Now tell me, what's woofing exactly? The answer is, woofing is the ability to actually go out there and get hired by someone in exchange, again, to actually live there or stay there for a while you're there on vacation in a sense, okay? So I'll offer you my services. However, I will charge you a bed and somewhere to sleep, basically, for my services. That's the whole concept. So you work a little, okay, every single day. However, you get to stay there for free, and that's the concept, okay? By the way, you'll probably be working for free also. That's the main thing there. So you get to stay somewhere for free, but you also have to work for free. Depends on the deal and what you're actually offering, okay? That's the main thing there. Now, if you want to really be free when it comes to accommodations, you can volunteer, okay? And sometimes by volunteering, as a soup kitchen, like in a foreign place, they'll actually give you somewhere to stay for free, okay? Which is awesome. The third way to accommodate for everything for free is by going out there and just doing camping. Now tell me, where do I camp in a foreign place? The answer is, you can go out there and camp in a park and just sleep in a park. And it's kind of like, you know, a little like weird in a sense, but that is also an option if you just want to go out there and travel everywhere in the entire world and not have to worry about always like couch surfing or just going out there and trying to find a place to stay. If you want to just go camping, you can do it and just stay in a park in a public area, and that's pretty awesome. But again, to me, it sounds dangerous. To some people, it sounds normal, but again, to me, it sounds kind of dangerous if you ask me, okay? Now, the third thing is this, Tommy, but what about food and stuff like that? The answer is, well, you can limit that by limiting your costs by just going to supermarkets and foreign places, because again, they do cost less money than they do cost in America, okay? That's the whole concept here. Again, some people actually do something called dumpster diving. So for example, they go to supermarkets in foreign places and just do dumpster diving, basically grabbing all the food that's gonna be like expired or they can't sell anymore, and using that food to actually go back home and cook with. Now to me, again, sounds a little dangerous, but I get it. I also get it, okay? So if you want to do that also, to travel for free, get free food, get a free place to stay, and also limit your transportation, well, these are the best ways to actually do it. Now, comment down below, guys, and let me know. Are you going to try this? Comment down below, let me know. And if you ask me, the best way to do it is just using credit cards or working. I don't recommend, like, camping, you know, in a public place, or for example, like eating like food out of dumpsters. Not really my thing. But if you really want to do this, and you actually want to do this, comment down below and let me know. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, like this video, really appreciate it. And also, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. And on top of that, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, uno, just DM me on Instagram, Bryson. And on top of that, if you also want to watch a full video, for example, on the top credit cards in the market right now, to actually do this entire process, we'll watch this video right here. And on top of that, click my face right here. Subscribe to the channel right now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And as always, peace.